Welcome to a Scuffed guide on building in Yeeps hide and seek. In this series, I will be trying to aid you, and probably me, in trying to become an amazing Yeeps constructor. I'm far from an expert, but I plan to use this series to pass my knowledge on to you and maybe get some new knowledge of myself. I've built quite a few maps in my time, and I think I've learned a lot from the months I've spent building. Today's episode isn't really about building though, it's about preparing for your builds. We'll be talking about how to get everything squared away before you start building. And trust me, it's very important to have everything ready. So let's start with the first point. The first thing you need to figure out before you start building is what the purpose of the map is going to be. Your purpose could be playing hide and seek, playing a mini game, just hanging around, but knowing your purpose is very important. How your map is built will change depending on what you're going to be doing in that map, so you definitely want to make sure you know what you're going to be doing in that map. I'll talk more about how to build a map based on your purpose in the next episode, but just know for now that your purpose is important and you really need to know exactly what you want players to be doing in your map. The second thing you should do before even starting building is planning your map. I really recommend having a general idea of the style of the map and its layout before you start. Whether it's just an idea in your mind or it's like a full-on drawing or it's put on paper, you really want to know what you're doing in your map. It'll help you when you're building, it'll make it so much easier because you actually have an idea of what you're doing, and it'll also help everything come together because you won't just be throwing elements down, you'll know how everything fits together in your map, and trust me, it'll look 100 times better. As long as you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. Just know what you're doing. The third and final tip is to have your materials in order. Your blocks. Think of your blocks and like the color palette you're going to need, and then think if you don't have any of those things. If you don't, I would probably save up your butt coins or ask a friend who has them if they can give you it. It's not a good idea to build without these blocks while waiting to get them because depending on how crucial they are, it can really affect your building process and make it much more difficult. And that's all the advice I have on how to prepare for building a map. I really can't recommend preparation enough. It's super crucial, and if you don't do it, you're just going to struggle your way through the building process. This is definitely going to be one of the shorter episodes. The next video will be on playability and how to build your map around your purpose. And then after that, the videos will probably be around general building tips and how to make your builds look better. Thanks for tuning in.